All right, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another round with David, coming to you as usual from Kiawah Island and the Turtle Point driving range. A little bit quiet out here today on a Saturday, a little bit chewed up, but we're doing something fun today. We are doing the ultimate iron test to see which iron feels the best. This one will put it all to rest, and we're going to be like really scientific. We're going to test a few irons, and we're going to get some good feedback and understand which one feels the best. So I'm going to hit a few, rotate through the clubs, and give you my feedback. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so for today's test, we are looking at 4 of what many consider to be the best feeling irons on the market. I'm sure there are others that you would add in here, but until someone starts sending me free clubs, we are doing what I've got in the bag, or in the many bags that I have. So we have the Miura TC-201. We've got the Mizuno MP-20, beautiful blade. These are kind of my aspirational irons, but I still love them. The Taylormade P7MC, so not the CB that's out right now, but the prior model, the P7MC, and the Srixon ZXi7. So we're going to put those head to head to see which ones feel the best. All right, to be fair, it is not completely a one-for-one test. You can already notice there's a little bit difference in the shafts. All right, so we have the Mitsubishi MMT-125s in the Miura. It's just a beautiful setup. TC-201s, MMT-125. It's one of my favorite clubs that I've ever acquired. In the MP-20, we have the Project X. In the Taylormade, the P7MC, it is the Dynamic Gold X100s tool issue. And in the ZXi7s, we have, again, Project X. So for 3 of the irons, so the Miura, the Mizuno, and the ZXi7, we have the same weight class. We have 125 grams. And in the Taylormade, we have a slightly heavier shaft in the X100. Hopefully that doesn't play too much of a part in it, but you know, like I said, very scientific today for how we're doing it. So we're going to take that into consideration. So we're trying to keep variables about as good as we can, absent literally having an entire studio to do this in. They're all 9 irons. So TC-201 to lead us off. Wow, that was big for a 7. So the flag we're aiming at is about 162 out. And I flew that with ease. Powerful feel, I will say, off of the Miuras. I haven't played these in a little bit. I'm remembering that they feel really solid, like they hit the ball hard. There we go. That was buttoned. That was beautiful. So it's the best strike so far. And let me tell you, it's got a really solid feel to it. People who've played Miura kind of all say the same thing. It's not butter soft like the softest thing you ever felt, but it feels just, it's like soft and solid. Like it's a heavy thud, and yet, you know, it's got a great feel to it. So, wow. I forgot how much I like these. Maybe I should put these back in the bag. Wow, there's not much to dislike about that. Oh God, that feels amazing too. So good. I will say this, so this is 125 TX in the MMT, and it feels a lot softer than the Project X6.5. I actually like Project X6.5. A lot of people don't. They claim it's too boardy. I actually really like the shaft. This feels a little more lively, but I mean, just the club feels amazing. All right, let's cycle over to what I think is a little bit of the outlier. This is the MP-20. MP-20 MC, in case anyone's asking if it's CB or not. This is the only blade. The other 3 are cavity backs. I mean, they're all forged one pieces, but this is the blade of all of them, and it has long been a club that I love. And by the way, I think the reason why we're doing 9 irons, I was going to do wedges, is that I broke my wedge earlier this year. The head flew off the shaft. So we're switching to 9 irons. I don't have a wedge to do it in all of them. But let's see, because I loved these clubs when I first bought them. I don't care if I'm not good enough to play them. They look amazing and they felt amazing. But now that I've hit the Miura, let's see how the Mizuno catches up. All right, best strike so far. Definitely got a solid feel as well. Pretty nice. You would not hate feeling that all day. Even better strike. Yeah, really solid. Not as solid as the Miura, not as like the presence isn't there as much, but still like a very, very good feel of this iron. Oh, that could be even better. Beauty. All right, very good feel to this club. Really loving it. Let's rotate now into the Taylormade. All right, so this is the Taylormade P7MC. So like the Mizuno, not the most recent of their blades, right? Mizuno, after the MP-20, had the 221, the 241, and now the S1. So 4 generations ago, and I'm not sure there's probably much difference between any of them. It's a piece of metal hammered into a beautiful shape. The P7MC is very similar to this new P7CB. I will say the difference about this one is it is the stubbiest of the 4 irons. It's the shortest heel to toe. We'll get a shot of that. But shortest heel to toe. Top line is relatively thick, which is kind of funny. People bag on the ZXi7s as being really thick on the top line, and I swear it is the same as all of these. I don't have calipers, but it's not like it's that much different. But let's give this a whirl. I used to play these. I comboed, so I did MC up to the 8 iron, then I went into 770s and then into 790s. So a little bit of a weird combo, but I remember loving the way these felt. Finally put a good swing on the Taylormade. Definitely was nice and buttery. I mean, this is a very well made, very good feeling forged one-piece iron. Feels really good when you hit it in the middle. Again, a good strike, a nice, really nice feel to it. I mean, what's the chance that this turns into a tie? It is really hard to distinguish. All right, now up is the ZXi7. If you watch my other video, I talked about my Titleist fitting. I actually went and bought these instead. And nothing against Titleist. I love Titleist irons. But there was something about the fitting and the clubs, and I was getting really good numbers on the ZXi5 with the 7 iron. So I actually comboed, again, I almost do everything combo. In fact, all of these in my bag. The Miuras are the only ones I have straight wedge to 5. I did the MP-20s to wedge to 7. I told you about the combo for the P7MCs with 770 and 790. Didn't quite get on with those either. I just don't know if I'm a TaylorMade guy. And then with the ZXIs, I have 7s from approach wedge, which I love. And then, so 51 degrees, and then wedge 9-8. And then I go to ZXi7 in the 7 iron, which is one of the clubs I don't like. And then I go 7-6-5 in the ZXi7s, ZXi5s. I threw a lot of numbers out there. I'll rearrange it on screen so you guys know what I'm talking about, because I kind of mangled that. But let's give it a whirl. Let's see how it feels. By the way, looking down at it in comparison to what I've been hitting, I mean, it looks as good as anything. And yeah, it does look a little thicker, perhaps, than the others, even though I said maybe it didn't. Oh. Beauty. That's just a great Did not have the solid feeling of the Miura. Did not have that kind of solid thud, but felt good. I mean, like this, you put this down, maybe put a Mizuno in my hand, same. I may not be able to tell you the difference. It felt really good. Oh, beauty. Leaked it a little right, but this is on about where the ball's going. It's, man. So this is a Z alloy, and it's what, 15% softer, at least according to Srixon, as far as how they forged it. So that is up against just legendary Miura feel in their factory. They don't make anything with special alloys. It's just an amazing forging process. They do the extra forge, the extra stamping on it to make it, if I remember correctly, they do an extra press of it. And then with the Mizunos, that's got the copper underlay. But man, this feels as good as anything. And I'm actually hitting them the best too. Could be that honeymoon phase that they're now in my bag, so I hit them the best, but this is reminding me why I went with these clubs. Oh God, that feels great. Man, that feels really good. All right, so we just cycled through, we hit a bunch with each of them. So for the results of our amazingly scientific, absolutely scientific test, honestly, it's pretty close. I did not expect it to be this close. I thought that the Mizuno probably would feel the best. I thought maybe the Miura might edge it, but like, look, solid strikes with all four of those clubs were amazing. Even the Taylormade, I didn't get on with the Taylormade as well, given, I don't know what, maybe it was the fact that it was the dynamic gold, maybe it was the club shape or something. I didn't get on with it as well. Still felt great when I hit it in the middle. You can read all the forums you want and all the literature out there, but honestly, you got to go give them a whirl and see which ones feel good. I am impressed with all four of them. I know it's kind of non-committal. So if you really made me choose right now, I'd say ZXi7. 5 minutes from now, I'm going to say Miura. I will say those are the top two for me. Again, orders of degrees. In the meantime, hey everyone, enjoy your golf. Have a good time out there. And we will all see you soon on the channel. Cheers.